Robin Mack here, coming to you from very hot Palm Desert, California. Talking a little bit today about a mastermind group that I'm involved with, and this is really the first time that I've ever been involved in a mastermind group. I've had mastermind partners before in the past, somebody that I can, we can bounce, ideas off of each other and things like that. And it's really, really, I mean, if you don't have one, or if you've never had a mastermind partner, I absolutely recommend that you have one, because I mean, you can do so much more. You can come up with so much more creativity if you have somebody else that you're sharing that with. But this is the first time that I've ever been involved in a group mastermind, and what I mean by that is, there's actually 10 people in this mastermind group, and it's headed up by Mark Harbert, and he's the one moderating it and helping us out and instructing us and that sort of thing. And it's really a truly amazing experience for me. We spend a lot of time every week on mostly mindset stuff, getting things right between the ears, and just filling ourselves, immersing ourselves in positive mindset knowledge and things like that. But what amazes me the most is that we'll go back the following week after we've gone through an assignment, reading a book, something like that, and we all discuss what our takeaway was from this one book, and I've gone through this book, I've listened to it actually, because I have it on Audible, and I've gone through the book maybe 2 or 3 times, and I've got some really good stuff that I've pulled out of the book. But everybody, and this is what makes it so interesting, is that everybody in the group, each person has really got a different perspective and a different takeaway that comes out of what it is that we're talking about. And it just, whatever it is that I got out of it is now has just blown up into something huge. I mean, I'm like, wow, I read that book and I missed that kind of thing. It's really a very awesome setting, because there's so many people in there. They're sharing the same kind of struggles that I share, and they they run up against the same adversities that I run up against, and things like that. And when we're working on it together as a group, all of a sudden, I'm watching people every single week, including myself. They are so much more every week than they were the week before. And it's not just because of the book that we read. It's because we're interacting with each other, and we're giving each other ideas on how to do things, and we're giving each other support, and it's really pretty amazing. I would really, really like to do something like this, not so much in just mindset work, but in actual marketing kind of work, is to sit down with a group of people and work with them and bounce ideas off of them. And oh my God, I can only imagine what would come out of something like that, the ideas that you can come up with, because somebody else has gone there before you. Somebody else has thought of something that you didn't think about, and you maybe never would have thought about had you not been in an environment where you've got a group of people that are that are thinking about the same subject, they're like-minded and wanting to move forward with the same exact subject. It's amazing to me. It truly is amazing, and it's something I would highly recommend for anybody to do. If it's one thing to you can move forward, and you can work on yourself, and you can read positive mindset materials, watch the videos and all that, and you're going to improve. You're going to move forward when you put yourself in the mix with a lot of other minds, and that's what a mastermind is. Napoleon Hill talks about it in Think and Grow Rich, and there are a vast amount of other people who have practiced the same thing. Successful people in history have practiced the same thing. That one mind is great, or one mind is good, but a bunch of minds together working on the same issue, the same problem, or just trying to achieve the same goal, so much more can be achieved by doing that. So I'm really anxious to work on something like this over and over and over again in the future, because there's so much benefit to it. I see the change that's happened in me, just the positivity that's happened in me. the ideas that have come to my mind, and working with these other awesome people in the group, it just makes it so much better. So anyway, that's my huge takeaway from working in Mark Harbert's Mastermind Rockstars. It's been awesome, and I just cannot, every week I cannot wait until our next session, because it's just it's huge for me. So get in a group, get a mastermind partner at the very least, and you'll be able to do so much more. So Asta from Palm Desert. Bye.